Hello everyone, I'm Wisdom Cube, and welcome back to another list. And this would be who the Ryozanpaku masters, the 6 masters of Ryozanpaku dojo train, Akisame, Kensei, Shigure, Sakaki, Hayato, and Apachai train outside of Miyu and Kenichi. Yeah. Aside from those two, who would else they train outside of their own series and universe? Well, I have some candidates here, and let's get started. First, Dan Hibiki from Street Fighter. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Dan would definitely be needing the training, and I'm pretty sure the 6 masters of Ryozanpaku would be willing to train him to give him some humility and humble him when he starts getting overconfident in himself, or just getting a bit much for others and overestimating his own abilities. Yeah. Can you just imagine the training regimens that the 6 masters would put Dan through, and essentially the other characters on my list through? Yeah. Now on to the second one. Steven from Steven Universe. Yeah, you guys are probably going to be saying, oh, well, Steven's had training before. The Crystal Gems and Jasper trained him. Yeah, that is true. But here's the thing. They only train him how to fight like a gem. Mostly how to use his powers. I think the 6 masters of Ryozanpaku, especially Akisame and Sakaki and Apachai, would definitely train him how to fight like a human. Yes, Steven has wrestled before with other wrestlers, but that's really it. Yeah. So, if Steven was under the tutelage of the 6 masters, he would only learn how to fight, hand-to-hand fighting, but also, philosophy-wise from Akisame, and even weapons training from Shigure. Yeah. Can you imagine Steven with that kind of level of training? Oh boy. Anyway, on to number 3. And that's Asta from the anime Black Clover. Yeah, it's an anime that I've recently been watching. Yeah, I think Asta would, sorry, I'm trying to come up with the words. I think Asta would be able to, want to train with the 6 masters. And, well, yes, he has had some training before, obviously with, that one guy who helped train him in sword fighting. And even in the Black Bulls, in the Black Bulls, Yami has trained him to some degree. But I think if Asta trained under the 6 masters, I'm pretty sure, much like with Dan, he would learn some humility, and, I think they were drawn to him that, yes, determination is admirable, but only determination can go so far if your body is unable to, take the strain. And I think Asta would also train, in order to, not rely on his anti-magic swords and his grimoire. Yeah, just imagine Asta like fighting in hand-to-hand combat under the six masters of Ryozanpaku. That's a dangerous thought in itself. Think about that. Now on to number 4, Deku from the anime My Hero Academia. Now, if Izuku Midoriya trained under six masters, I think they would take him under their wing in order to like help Izuku like train up his body more. Like, it's very clear that when Izuku uses One For All, it hurts his body. Even with the help of full cowling, it still hurts his body. And I think if Deku trained under six masters, I think he would be able to like build up his body more in order to like handle the strain that One For All it is taxing on his body. Yeah. And also, I think Izuku would definitely train under them in order to not rely so much on One For All, in order to like use it like as a last resort or something. Yeah. And given Izuku's intelligence, I think he would want to train under those circumstances. Now on to number 5, Kazuma Kuwabara from the anime Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah, a good anime that excuse me. A good anime that I think is one of my favorites. But yeah, getting to the point, I think Kuwabara would like train under the six masters in order to like build himself up, because it's very clear that his fighting style isn't like as refined as it should be. He mostly relies on brawling and his sword swinging in order to get the job done. And yeah, given the many fights he's lost, like not just against Yusuke but against others, I think if Kuwabara trained under the six masters, I think they would help him like not only build up humility like in Asta and Dan, but I think like help Kuwabara redefine his fighting style to some degree, and not just in sword fighting but also like in like his hand-to-hand brawling style. That's just my opinion though. Now on to number 6, Chloe Bourgeois from Miraculous Ladybug. Oh boy, I've been waiting to get this one. Can you just imagine like the six masters like drilling humility and like breaking down Chloe's ego in order to like hammer home that, hey, you're not the center of the universe and you're not as important as you think you are. Yeah, oh boy, Chloe's gonna be put through the ringer if the six masters took her under their wing. And yeah, I'm pretty sure Chloe would be trained in like I think like either Shigure or Akisame would like be her personal mentors. Yeah. So yeah, imagine Chloe with Ryozanpaku training. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now on to number 7, and that's SpongeBob from SpongeBob SquarePants. Okay, this is another one I've been waiting to get to. It's very clear that SpongeBob is very inadequate when it comes to his karate skills. yes, Sandy has trained him, and even Sandy's mentor Fuzzy trained him. But yeah, given the the negative continuity of SpongeBob, I think if the Six Masters took SpongeBob under their wing, they will not only train SpongeBob like intellectually, but also philosophically, and like train him in other forms of fighting, like Muay Thai from Apachai, Karate from a master in Sakaki, and Chinese Kenpo from Kensei, and even Jiu-Jitsu from Akisame, and even like going back to Akisame real quick, like really fill SpongeBob's head with the philosophy of Jiu-Jitsu and just martial arts in general. Yeah. And also like train SpongeBob in weapons training from Shigure. Yeah. So yeah, if SpongeBob was OP already, just imagine him with the Six Masters training like drilled into him. And given how hardworking SpongeBob is, I'm pretty sure he will like be able to handle the like different regiments that the Six Masters would put him under. Like the various running regiments that Akisame puts him through, to even like taking a beating from Apachai. Yeah. Now on to number 8, Marcy Wu from Amphibia. It's very clear that Marcy only depends on her intellect and her calamity powers, but imagine her with weapons training and hand-to-hand combat skills. It's very clear that Marcy is the weakest out of the 3 other Calamity Warriors, with Anne being the strongest and Sasha being a close second. Yeah. So Marcy would be trained under 6 Masters. I think who would personally train her would be Shigure and Akisame. Not to discredit the other 4, but yeah, I think Marcy would be training under those 2 to like really help her understand that yeah, not everything is going to work out the way you think. Now on to number 9, Ben from Ben 10. Yeah, it's very clear that Ben only relies on his transformations to do the fighting for him. And if Ben, if this was no watch Ben, I think Ben would be humbled real quick and under the tutelage of the 6 Masters. Especially like Apachai and Akisame and especially Hayato. Yeah. So, yeah. Imagine Ben with Ryozanpaku training. That is terrifying. And like mixing in with the aliens he transforms into, Ben would be even more OP than he already is. Now on to numbers 10 and 11, and these 2 go hand in hand. And the last 2 are Morty Smith from Rick and Morty and Rita Suave from El Tigre. If Morty and Frida train under the 6 Masters, they'll be very humbled real quick, especially in Frida's case. Because, yeah, in Frida's case, she only exists to either get captured or hurt. That's the only thing she's known to do. As for Morty, while he does have more experience and the insanity of the universe, I'm pretty sure he would train in hand-to-hand combat just to defend himself. Yeah, so what do you guys think? Who would train under the 6 Masters of Ryozanpaku? Just comment below, let me know, give me your thoughts. I'm WisdomQ, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.